Good morning and happy Sunday mornings with Mel. It is the last Sunday of June and I'm back in the United States. I'm back home where I belong. Last night, I had the opportunity to go to a concert in Vermilion, the Patriot Orchestra. A lot of patriotic music, good time had by all. And during some of the discussion, during the intermission, we were discussing school and roles and titles, and the subject of gym came up, physical education. And we were discussing whether we had gym class or whether we had physical education. I was sort of curious, so this morning I got up, I pulled all my report cards, and lo and behold, it was called physical education even in the early 70s. Again, something I was not good at all. I dreaded any ball coming at me. I just couldn't stand it. Once we got to the age where we did track and relay races, I did sort of like the relay races because it wasn't all on me. So if I didn't do well, I it wasn't all on me. This Sunday we're going to talk about passing the torch, passing the baton, but before I do, I guess I should really do some singing because that's what Sunday mornings with Mel is all about. And the first song I'm going to sing is All the Way My Savior Leads Me. And it goes, all the way my Savior leads me, cheers each winding path I trod, gives me strength for every trial, feeds me with the living bread. Though my weary steps may falter, and my soul athirst may be, gushing from a rock before me is a spirit of joy I see. Gushing from a rock before me is a spring of joy I see. Henrik wants to be petted, and he's not leaving me alone. One thing I did learn by looking at all of my report cards was I should have paid attention to that when I graduated from high school. Math, consistently, from first grade to 12th grade, always by far my best grade. My comments from teachers from kindergarten to 12th grade are also consistent. Mel talks too much and gets his work done fast and prevents others from getting their work done. So some things in life just never change. Some things are consistent. And it was just a joy for me to do that. The next song I'm going to sing might be a little more familiar to you. And it goes, search me, O God, and know my heart today. Try me, O Savior, know my thoughts, I pray. See if there be some wicked way in me. Cleanse me from every sin and set me free. I'm going to sing the second verse because I sort of liked it best, and it goes, Lord, take my life and make it wholly thine. Fill my poor heart with thy great joy divine. Take all my will, my passion, self, and pride. I now surrender, Lord, in me abide. So, a few things I learned this morning. Listen to what your teachers say. They actually do know you. And when you see that for 13 years, a life in banking was where I needed to be. And I guess the ability to talk doesn't hurt my role as a chaplain or my ability to lead people on tours to wherever they may want to go. All things I've enjoyed thoroughly. Today we're going to talk about Elijah and Elijah. I thought growing up in a house with Milt and Mel was bad, but Elijah and Elijah didn't think he was ready to carry the torch, to grab that baton of Elijah's leadership. And yet a time came when God took Elijah up in a fiery chariot and left Elijah carrying the torch, holding the baton. And so that's what we're talking about today in church. My last song is just a sort of an upbeat song, and it says, living for Jesus, a life that is true, striving to please Him in all that I do, yielding allegiance, glad-hearted and free. This is the pathway of blessing for me. O Jesus, Lord and Savior, I give myself to Thee, for Thou in Thy atonement did give Himself for me. I own no other master, my heart shall be Thy throne. My life I give henceforth to live, O Christ, for Thee alone. So, if you don't have a place to go to worship today, 10 o'clock, St. John's United Church of Christ, where no matter who you are or where you are in life's journey, all are welcome. 10 o'clock, 204 Leonard Street. Hope to see you there someday. God bless you and have a good week.